Hey, what's going on, everyone? Joseph Lombard, aka Interesting 4. I'm with Zachary Lombard, aka Magnum 05.
Hello.
And welcome to another Lombard podcast. This is the fourth episode of the Lombard podcast that we're doing. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. And secondly, can you guys do me a favor? Before we get started with this podcast, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so you don't have to miss another video. Also, do the same thing for Zach's channel, Magnum 05. His channel is in the link in the description below. Click the subscribe button as well. Click that notification bell as well so you don't have to miss any of his new videos. So, whoa, Zach, what is this in front of our faces? It's microphones. Literally, yeah, you're just...
Ow! And I bashed my elbow on his helmet,
yeah,
too.
you did. You did bash your elbow. Jesus, Zach, settle down, okay?
Okay.
Chill. Yeah, we actually have microphones now for this podcast. We were supposed to have these for the first 3 episodes as well. Zach is still very confused by everything, just seeing this big thing in his face. But yeah, we actually have microphones now for this podcast, so our voice is clearer, and it's not just our voice audio coming off from the camera. It's actually a microphone. I said we were supposed to have this for the first 3 podcasts, but for a reason, I just could not get the microphone thing to figure out. I don't know why. And finally, I got it to figure out, so I'm like, well, let's give it a try. And then now watch. I mean, I have the audio monitoring on my computer, just to make sure our microphones are still running and stuff. Because that'd be awful if I go back to edit this podcast, Zach, and the microphone thing wasn't working again. I'm like, well, at least we have the camera audio. It's just except we have this microphone in our face for absolutely no reason. But
yeah.
Hopefully the microphone thing's working. Hopefully we stick to it. I tell you what, it's a beast to adjust this to sometimes, because it's like, where do I want this microphone? Where do I want it positioned? And obviously making sure the audio is clear as well. But yeah, microphone, so cool. So before we get any further into the podcast as well, we're going to answer some fan questions. Of course, some of you guys have submitted questions from the last podcast episode that we can answer to this podcast. So if you guys have any questions for us, whether it's for me or for Zach or for the both of us, feel free to ask a question in the comment section below on this episode, and who knows, maybe your question could be featured in the next podcast episode, be on episode 5. So I picked out a couple of questions, Zach, for us to answer.
Okay.
And so let's see. The first question, Zach, is from Mr. Loud Singer. Do you guys ever sing with lyrics instead without lyrics? And I think what he means by that is, you know how tons of music has lyrics,
right?
Obviously, singers sing the lyrics to their songs, but they've also made versions where all of this is like the instrumental version. Like you don't get the lyrics, the people singing the lyrics. It's just the instrumental of the song.
Yeah.
But I think what he means is that you listen to the instrumental version, and are you the one singing the lyrics and stuff? Let me just tell you this. I don't sing.
Neither do I.
I really don't sing. I just, and even if I did, it's rarely. I would just, follow, if I'm listening to music in the car, I'll just, follow the music just a little bit, just with my mouth. But I really don't sing.
Me, I would just whistle it.
Well, you can't whistle some songs because that's just impossible. Some songs are just unwhistleable. I don't even know if that's a word. That's probably not a word. I just made up, and now people are gonna make fun of me for it. Which, whatever. So no, I really don't sing. I don't even sing lyrics. Look, I'm a YouTuber, same as him. We don't do that stuff, okay? Anybody that does that, good for them. Next question is from Jason McGear. I apologize if I pronounced your last name wrong. Joseph, have you fallen off your ATV again? No, I have not. Not since that other time that I told you guys. Of course, I said this in a couple of podcast episodes that I absolutely fell off my ATV while Zach and I was riding it one day just because I tried to look cool, and that didn't work out too good.
No.
But no, I have not fallen off it ever since. Zach hasn't fallen off his ATV either. I feel that time's coming. You did a drift, what was it, yesterday? Like, you went to go check the mail because it's down the road, our mailbox down the road, and you just decided to hold the brake and just turn it to the right to drift into the driveway and stuff. And, of course, I was inside the house, and I could see it from looking out the window, his nice, sweet drift and stuff, and I'm like, man, I hope one day, Zach, you just eat it. I just really hope. At least you got a helmet on, but still, it's like, that'd be really funny. If you try to look cool and it just didn't work out, that'll happen. I guarantee you. And last question is from Shibi Aaron. What's your favorite social media? Now, I don't know if he's not including YouTube or Twitch or anything. Just social media platforms. I like Instagram. I'm on Instagram all the time. That or Snapchat. And, of course, the big thing right now is, I guess, TikTok. But I don't really go on TikTok. I really don't go on TikTok a lot. I tried to get back into it just recently, and I just cannot get on TikTok. Are you falling asleep a little bit?
No, I'm listening to you.
You're kind of like this a bit. I remember the first episode, Zach, you was like that too. And I'm like, dang it, Zach. And now it looks like you're showing again. I don't know. Just, you gotta look like, yeah, I'm like, Zach, what's your favorite social media?
My favorite social media?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I just said my answer. Did you even hear my answer?
No.
Because you were falling asleep. I knew it. My favorite is Instagram.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram all the time. That or Snapchat. But that's when I said the big thing is TikTok right now. But I'm like, I don't really go on TikTok a lot. It's just not my thing to
Most
go
likely
on.
Facebook for me.
I don't go on Facebook a lot anymore. See, you're tired. No, I don't really go on Facebook a lot anymore. I'll go on it once or twice a day, but I'm not like constantly on Facebook anymore. I'm just on Instagram or Snapchat a lot now these days, and of course Twitter. I do like Twitter as well. I mean, every now and then Twitter can get nasty and stuff, but with haters and just stuff going on, just crappy stuff. Can you not whistle on the microphone? Jesus, that's really going to blow people's ears. Unbelievable, Zach. I know you're rookies at using this kind of microphone, but for God's sakes. But yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, and I guess your Facebook.
Right.
So.
I mean, I like Instagram too, though, but...
I'm on Instagram a lot.
Yeah.
I just like Instagram. And yeah. So what else? So again, we answered some fan questions. If you guys have any questions that you would like Zach and I to answer, again, just go in the comment section below, type out your question, and who knows, maybe we'll pick out your question in the next episode of the podcast whenever we do it in the next couple weeks or so. So what's been going on the last couple weeks, Zach, since our last podcast? Lots been going on.
Oh, yeah.
I say a lot's been going on, but what about for you, man? What's been going on in the Zachary world? As you're continuing to yawn, oh my God. You know, Zach, you really need to get your crap together. Like, honestly, Zach, the maturity you have, like, during these shows, it's just inexcusable. It's just ridiculous, and I will not stand for it anymore.
I would say the other night, I had a night where I just couldn't sleep at all until at least 5:30 in the morning.
That was me last Saturday and the Sunday morning. That was me.
Wow.
I just had trouble sleep. I was gone on Sunday. Like, Sunday, I was just not in a terrible mood, but I was just at the same time not having it. Like, just don't bother me. Don't do anything dumb to me, or else I'm not going to be happy. I was in one of those moods. But that's it.
Oh, well, that's not basically it, but the other day we went out into our patio in the backyard to clear all that out because people are going to be coming soon. And
That's boring stuff. That's stuff we've already talked about doing anyways. Yeah, the
Okay.
landscaping has still not been done yet. By the way, where were you today?
What are you talking about?
Because I said twice yesterday that, man, we're going to come in here today and record some videos. Obviously, we were going to record this podcast regardless, but I thought we were going to record a video or two. And yet, at the same time, I didn't want to ask you because, like, I wasn't sure if you were in your room recording a video or doing whatever and stuff. But, like, I've been waiting for you since 9 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning, be like, hey, Joe, what are we filming today? And I was like, well, we're filming this podcast, but yeah, I wanted to do a video or two to get something out for next week and stuff. Which, besides, I really want to get back to Versus, and I know a lot of you viewers, and honestly, it's like that's been one of the common questions we get. Like, that's one of the common questions we get from these podcasts is, when is Joseph versus Zachary coming back? I'm like, look, whenever we can get to it.
To be honest with you, I honestly didn't know. You see, I was wondering the same thing. I just didn't know if you were actually busy recording other things too.
I told you yesterday that, hey, I'm going to be free tomorrow. If you want, let's record stuff whenever you want to do it.
Well, I just thought you were busy with other recordings today, so that's why.
You could have just asked. And no, I told you yesterday, I literally told this guy yesterday that, I like a couple of times, like, hey, you know, I want to get back to making content together. I'm not going to be traveling much anymore for the rest of the year until maybe next February. I'm like, let's take the advantage now to make content together because that's what we used to do back in the old days. We got our setup put together now. We've pretty much officially moved here, so it's like, let's get back to business and do our thing. And so yesterday I told him that, hey, I would like to do a couple videos tomorrow. Of course, we have a podcast to record anyways, but let's do a couple of videos tomorrow, whether it's a versus or just anything. Let's just get back into our rhythm here. And yet not once today you showed that. I'm like, is Zach busy? Is he busy? Because like I said, your setup is in your bedroom, and I don't want to just like knock on the door and come in like while you're, who knows if you're busy. But yet I'm in here so you can walk in here anytime and stuff.
See, I was in fact busy.
What were you doing?
I was actually recording. Some gaming videos.
Okay, but see, I don't know that because you didn't tell me you were going to do that.
I know.
Like I said, since your setup is in the bedroom, I don't want to just like while you're recording knock on the door and come in and stuff because I don't want to disrupt that. I don't want to disrupt your time and stuff. But since some of our setup is in here now too, it's like, Zach, you can walk in here anytime, even if I'm recording a video. You can walk in here anytime. If my setup was still in my bedroom, Zach, I'd been like, yeah, don't bother me. I'm recording a video, but we'll talk afterwards. You know what I mean? But no, you could have came to me anytime today and asked, hey, Joe, when are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? And it's like, I was free to do it anytime today. I really was. I was just waiting on you because, like I said, I didn't know if you were busy with other stuff. And then maybe afterwards you come in here, but no, you never showed up. I'm like, well, I guess the podcast is the only thing we're doing today. So it's, what the heck, Zach?
Well, I thought you were busy with other videos too.
No, I told you yesterday, hey, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Why don't we record a couple videos together? Of course, like I said, we plan to record a podcast anyways. But I also said, well, why don't we do a video or two and
Okay,
stuff?
well, I honestly forgot about that part, okay?
Oh, I knew you forgot. And for whatever reason this morning, Zach, I woke up this morning and I'm like, man, we're going to get to recording videos, but I would not be surprised if Zach forgets. Honestly, I thought of that. I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if Zach forgets. But he knows about the podcast. He knows about that. But the other stuff. And I'm like, so like, obviously, I'm doing other stuff in here. I'm not recording anything, but I'm doing other stuff in here, just screwing around. And I'm like, well, it's 1 o'clock now. It's 2 o'clock. It's like, man, we're not going to record our videos, but we still got, we're going to record podcasts anyways. So, I mean, at least we got this podcast that's going up on Sunday, but I was hoping to get something out by next Tuesday or Wednesday and stuff, which now that we don't have time today, maybe Monday.
Okay.
Monday, let's get on the roll with I don't know why I'm doing this and stuff. Let's get on the run with making content again because we want to get back to like the old days. You know what I mean?
Right.
Watch, it's gonna be next Friday. if you forget again. Okay, now that I'm reminding you again, Monday, let's record a video or two.
What time?
I don't know, but like just look, just come in here anytime and ask.
Okay.
You know, just look. Even if, like I said, since my setup is in here now, like my desk is right here, you could just come in anytime. I don't even care if I'm recording. Just come in anytime and just ask. Or text me. You could text me. You didn't even text me either. I'm like, yeah, he still has not texted me. All right. But Monday. Okay, so Monday. But yeah, the common question we've been getting is, when is Joseph versus Zachary coming back? And I would like at least November. Or at least sometime next week. But at least November. I would love to get Joseph versus Zachary back. I know that's a common question we've been getting asked. It's just we haven't been able to do it the last few months because of the whole Georgia move and then my traveling and just it's just all over the place. And of course we really haven't had our setup properly put together. But now that we do, we can do that. So hopefully by next week, if not, it's definitely going to be November. Joseph versus Zachary coming back. So that's happening. So anything else in your mind, Zach, in the world of Zachary? I'm just going to keep saying that because pretty much it's like a world in the minds of people. A world
in the minds, really?
Yeah, pretty much. Again, I just want to get back to the old days.
I know, I do too.
And yeah, see, that the thing was as well is I wanted to get these microphones set up so we can use these when we record videos. And your cord was too short. Like, I had to buy 2 packs of the 10-foot cords like these, just so it could be long enough to plug it into our audio thing for the microphones and stuff. I had to do that because yours was a 6-foot one, and that was not enough to like reach your desk. So I had to buy like a couple of 10-foot ones, and they work good just now. They're long enough, and yeah, hopefully, and like I said, these nice microphones, clear audio, be very nice to have. But anyways, what's going on in the world of Zachary right now? Anything else?
No, not much. Really.
Apparently, you were busy today recording stuff. How many videos did you record?
About at least 4.
4? No wonder you didn't. No wonder you didn't show up today. Jeez, here's a thing, and we've been both of us been kind of bad about this. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now, like. Both of us need to figure out what day that you're going to record your stuff, when am I going to record my stuff, and then what day we're going to both of us work on stuff together. It's because if you say you did 4 videos today, no wonder you didn't show up to for us to record some videos together. No wonder. What did you film today? And I don't know if you want to spoil it because I'm not sure if it's stuff for next week or...
See, I see it's from Monday to Thursday. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, okay. But it's gaming videos, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been getting back to Friday Hot Laps on your channel?
Yeah, I did like about 3 weeks ago.
What did you just do? This podcast would have been out by Sunday anyway, so what did you do?
Well,
like did you have one come out today?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Heat 5.
You did Heat 5?
Yeah.
You actually have that downloaded?
Yeah, it's on my PS4.
What in the piss, Zach? All right, cool. Did you play multiplayer or did you just...
I just did
single offline.
I just did offline
gotcha.
for now. I just want to check the latest.
Gotcha.
Real quick.
So, were any next week's videos Friday Hot Laps or no? The ones you record today?
No.
Gotcha. Because see, the reason why I want us to record some content today, because it's like, I don't want to like just do it all on Monday, and then all of a sudden I have to like try to edit all of them at once. Like, because I want to try to get one out by Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days, and then have one on Thursday, and then maybe have a versus out by next weekend. But now I have to clutter all that and try to edit all that at once, and it's like, oh my God. I try to keep my weekends free though. So, because I was like, all right, let's do all the recording today, and then Monday I'll get busy on editing the videos. Like I said, have one released on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe one on Thursday, and then Saturday. You know what I mean. But I guess we'll do it all on Monday, because I guess I'm going to be busy on Monday now, recording and editing. This guy, I swear. No, but again, like, I want to, like, be able... Yeah, because you and I, we need to... And like I said, we're both bad at this. We've been bad at scheduling stuff. We have been. And that is not a lie. We've been recently bad about scheduling things. Like, we need to pick a day, one day I'm going to be busy doing my stuff. Another day you're going to be busy with your stuff. And then another day we're busy, you and I, recording stuff together. We just got to get into that, you know what I mean? But we'll get it together. Like I said, Zach and I have pretty much officially moved here now. We pretty much got all our setups. And so we should be able to get back in the rhythm. And now that, like I said, I'm not going to be traveling anymore for the rest of this year, not till February, then I'll pretty much be around here stuff. Anyways, what's going on with you? What else? You were busy today. What else?
Just been busy recording and editing.
Oh, I was just talking about not just today, but just since the last podcast. What else has been going on?
I don't think anything has happened much lately.
Not much?
No.
There's been a couple other things that's happened much for me.
What's that?
My Gladiator. You know about that. Yeah. You know what I'm about to get into. So last Wednesday, ever since I got my Jeep Gladiator a month ago, I've been wanting to get the bed sprayed. And for those that owns a truck knows what I'm talking about. You know, some people like to spray their beds instead of just having the default kind of looking bed.
Yeah.
I wanted my bed sprayed. So last Wednesday, a couple weeks ago, I made the appointment to get to get the bed sprayed done. And so he said, okay, why not you come in Wednesday at 8:00? I'm like, in the morning. I'm like, okay, fine. So I took it last Wednesday, dropped it off, told the guy why I'm here again. Say, yeah, I have an 8:00 appointment to get my bed sprayed. One time it did say a liner, because that's what it's called as well. Get a liner done. So I said that, and he's like, what's your last name? Lombard. So he looks it up. And you would think that when you make an appointment and what the appointment is for, it would show up on their system, right? It showed my name and the appointment time and date, obviously, in their system. So it's like, okay, they know what they're doing. I can leave now. Of course, you picked me up. So I get a call later on from the dealer and said, hey, it's ready to be picked up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, that's fast. I would have thought they would have kept it for an extra day or two, because normally it takes about a day or two to get the bed sprayed. You know, after you spray the bed, it takes a day or two to dry up, just let it settle and stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll pick it up, but I just can't put anything in the bed of the truck for a couple of days. So I went. So you drove. Mom. It was Mom that drove me because you weren't feeling well later on that day. So Mom took me, and so she dropped me off. I go in to go pick up my truck, and I said, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up my truck." And so this woman hands. First off, they don't hand you the paperwork. Are you falling asleep on me again?
No.
Wake
I'm
up!
Listening to
no,
you.
I know you're listening, but you're also dozing a little bit. Anyway, so I'm just gonna call you out anytime I know this. It's just gonna be hilarious. So they don't give you the paperwork of what they did, and so she had me pay first, And after I pay, she then hand me over the paperwork. I'm looking over the paperwork. I'm like, okay. I notice in the report that the bed spray was not on there. And so I'm like, what? You know what was on there?
What?
An alignment done. An alignment. And I'm like, I did not requested to get my alignment done. I bought this Jeep like a month ago. I would think the alignment would still be good. And so, and I haven't felt anything weird with the truck. And so she's like, okay, well, why don't you go back up to the front desk where they schedule or pick up the appointment. You know, they schedule the appointments and stuff in the service. So I went back up to the front desk, and it's the same guy that I talked to that morning. And I told him about what I noticed. I'm like, yeah, so I came in here this morning to drop off my truck to get the bed sprayed, the liner done. And he said, no, you didn't. You said you need the alignment done. I'm like, I never said such thing. I never said I wanted alignment done. And he's like, well, to me, you said you need the alignment done. I'm like, no, I told you a couple of times, and you would think it shows up in their system what the appointment's for, bed sprayed. And I did say to him, a liner done. And then I thought about it. I'm like, maybe when I said a liner done, maybe he misunderstood and thought I said alignment, a liner, alignment, you know, maybe he thought I said that. But 2-3 times I said, I need the bed sprayed. And so I kept telling him, I need the bed. I told him that it was for the bed sprayed. And is it even in your system that it says bed sprayed? All is said in the system, just my name, the date, and the time of the appointment. There was not even a description what the appointment was for. So I'm like, yeah, so the bed is not sprayed, isn't it? He's like, no, because you said you need alignment done. I'm like, I bought this Jeep a month ago. I don't think I need an alignment done. And he's like, that's what you said this morning. I'm like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I did. He wanted to start arguing with me. I'm like, here's the thing. If it was a misunderstanding, if he made a mistake, it was a misunderstanding. I'm like, you know what? It's frustrating, but it happens. You know, I'm like, it's whatever. Let's try to schedule another appointment when I could get the bed spray done. But he wanted to argue with me like, no, you didn't. You said alignment done. And I said, no, I did not say that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. Just you screwed up because you suck at your job. Okay, you didn't listen to me, and for whatever reason, it's not on the system what I need the appointment done. And so I walked out of there just so mad because, like I said, I mean, I would have been frustrated either way. But the fact, I was more upset that he wanted to argue with me. That was what made me upset more.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that with your customers.
No.
Even if the customers want to be a butt to you, you have to be polite to the customers, no matter what. So he wanted to argue with me. And so what? This incident went to the general manager of the place. And I'm thinking, okay, I didn't want it to go that far, but I'm going to let them know that, hey, I wanted to let them know about this guy. And so the general manager, nice guy. He was like, you know, we apologize what happened and stuff. Will let me contact you back whenever I contact the people that does the bed spray, and I'll let them know when they're going to come back to do some more bed sprays. So he got back, and he said, we can do your truck again next Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Is that fine? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I really appreciate his kindness and his help and stuff. So this past Wednesday, I took my truck back, and today's Friday. I haven't got my truck yet. And I would assume my truck would be done today, or at least by tomorrow, that I can pick it up. But now the fact that I haven't had my truck in like 2 days, I'm like, okay, they're actually doing the bed spread. Watch I go back there either later on or tomorrow, and they're like, oh yeah, we got alignment done. I'm like, I don't think it takes 2 days for alignment. Okay. No. But yeah, that's what's going on. The good news is my alignment's good.
Oh,
so
that's good to know.
After a month, it's still good, which I would expect that. alignment done. You kidding me? You know? So that was $143 wasted. And that was the thing, too, because, like, when I dropped it off that morning, he said when you pick it up, it's going to be $143. It's going to, for the bed spray, it's going to be $143. I'm like, that's pretty cheap than what they said before, because I thought it was going to be around $400, $500 and stuff. So I'm like, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. It didn't click in my mind at all that, like, wait, I don't think $143 is right. You know? I'm like, okay, whatever. So, in a way, I kind of screwed up. You know, I should have never said a liner, because maybe that's where he made the mistake. But I also should have caught that. He said, oh, yeah, it's going to be $143. I'm like, I should have caught that. But I'm like, oh, okay, that's cheap. I'm cool with that. So that's what happened. But, man, just like I said, it's one thing if people make a mistake, but just to argue with you, it's like so dumb. Don't argue with me.
I know.
But whatever. So what? We've done this show for half an hour already. Wow. Man, this show's going by fast. See, that's what happens when you talk. The show goes by fast. By the way, shout to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope, like I said, everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Everybody's enjoying the podcast. Also, click that like button below if you're supporting this podcast. So if you're enjoying it, so make sure you click that like button below. So I got another story to tell, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit later on. Your turn to talk. Oh, have you tried the new Crash game?
No, not yet. It's still downloading.
I tried it earlier today.
How is it?
I suck at it.
Oh.
Then here's the thing. It looks like a typical Crash Bandicoot game. But, you know, now this time it has like a death counter. It literally counts your deaths.
Oh,
now,
wow.
So there's two versions you could do. You could do the modern version or the retro version. Retro version is like if you die, if you lose all your lives, you have to restart the level. If there's a setting modern, it's modern, which if you die, you go back to the last checkpoint instead. You don't start over the entire level.
Oh, wow.
And stuff. So I did that because I'm like, I don't want to go all the way to the end of the level. All of a sudden, I just lose my lives and I'm dead and I have to do it all over again. I'll be like, ugh. I only did like a couple of levels, but like I said, I'm terrible at it. Like, because I haven't done Crash games in so long. The coloring looks good. The graphics look good. But it just looks like it's leading up to just a typical Crash Bandicoot game. And, but yeah, there was this one part where I just kept falling off because I was just mistiming my jump and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, like this looks simple and I'm screwing it up. And I'm like, oh, so that's a thing. But, other than that, it seems like a good game. Like I said, I only done a couple levers. Levers. Levels. Flummoxing my words. Is flummox a word, right? I'm just gonna look it up. I think
so.
I'm just gonna look it up. Just watch. Now that will determine if I'm an idiot or.
And see, the thing is, with Crash 4, he and the other characters have been redesigned again. However, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as, oh God, like the Titans game and the Minor Mutants game, but yeah, it's not bad.
What were you saying? I wasn't listening. I was looking up, trying to look up the word flummox.
I said
they heard you the first time I did it.
In the new game, Crash and the other characters were redesigned again, but not as bad as the Titans and the Minor Mutants game, though.
Well, they try to make it as close as his original character.
Well, I know.
His original look. Obviously, with today's graphics, it looks a little different, but that's just because of the graphic change.
Yeah, usually I'm not a big fan of characters being redesigned, but with the newer one, that's okay with me. I don't mind that one at all. Well, it looks good.
Like I said, Well, like I said, it's today's graphics, and they're trying to make it look like what Crash Bandicoot would look like today
Yeah.
versus what he looked like 20 years ago or something like that. So, yeah, they made a Coco, Cortex. The other characters pretty good. Brio.
Rio? Dingle Dial?
I didn't see Dingle Dial yet. I don't even know if he's in this game.
Yeah, he
Is he?
supposed to be in this
So
game.
is it all the characters from the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games? They try to bring them all together?
Most
like
likely, even
into this game?
Yeah, even Tana's in this game too.
Who?
Tana, Crash's
Oh.
girlfriend.
Gotcha.
But she's been completely redesigned.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I did a couple levels, and I suck. You probably do better than me, obviously, because
Yeah.
or not. Who knows? It looks good though.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it once it's done.
Couple. Oh, by the way, so I'm not planning to get the PS5 and Xbox Series right away.
Right.
Well, first off, it's impossible to pre-order them because as soon as, like, whether it's GameStop, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, or Amazon, or whatever website, they put their new stocks.
Sorry.
Gross. They put like a new restock on the consoles. People are always on it, like they're ready to like click and buy,
Right.
like bam, and all of a sudden it's out of stock again. I'm hearing a lot of people may not get their consoles right away, like on release day.
Yeah.
Or probably some of them are not going to get their consoles till 2021. And besides, I also looked at the list of games that are coming out once the new game comes out. I'm like, man, there's not really a lot of good games coming out right away. I mean, I know they're going to they're going to move GTA 5 for PS5, the new Call of Duty game and stuff. But I'm like, I could still play the new Call of Duty game when it comes out in a couple weeks on the PS4, GTA 5 on the PS4. But just not a lot of stuff coming out right away. I don't know what mom's doing down there. But so this is probably one of the first consoles I'm not in no rush in getting.
Right.
At all. I'll probably wait to see what it's like around the holidays or even once 2021 comes along. Because these consoles are going to be around for another maybe 7-8 years until like PlayStation 6 or whatever.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like every 7 around years they release new consoles, so it's like it's no rush at all.
Yeah.
So there's so Crash game came out. Dirt 5 is supposed to come out. That's looking really good. I'm hearing there's supposed to be rumors a new Need for Speed game. I don't, obviously not this year, but I've heard something about it.
Oh, really?
Either for next year, a couple years down the road. I haven't heard a new Forza game coming out. Like what? Because the Forza Horizon games, they came out 2014, 2016, 2018, and then, the Forza Motorsports like 2013, 2015, 2017. There hasn't been, there wasn't a new Forza game like Forza Motorsports game last year. That's not a Forza Horizon game recently. It's like, where did they go? Where did that company go making those games? Because Forza games look pretty cool. I prefer Forza over Gran Turismo, honestly. Not that I don't mind Gran Turismo, but I prefer Forza better. I just feel they have more options, and they just update their games better, and I feel it's more playable and stuff, in my opinion. I don't know. I know Project Cars 3 came out recently. Never really been a big fan of Project Cars, but this one looks really good, so I might give it a try. But yeah, like I'm not really in no rush getting the new PlayStation Xbox right away. Just not in no rush.
Yeah.
Just not in no rush. I don't know how many of you guys are like that too. Like I said, it's impossible to pre-order anyways. And it's not because of the price. It's not because at all. I can easily afford the consoles, but just like I said, not really a lot of good games coming out right away. So I'm like, I'll wait till maybe around 2021 to get them. No big deal to keep playing the PS4 and Xbox One for a little bit longer. Whatever. Let's see, what time is it? We'll probably do this for another 20 minutes and then we'll hop out of here and stuff. So I've been talking a lot in this podcast. You dozed off a couple of times.
I know I have been.
You talked a little bit. What else, Zach?
Let's see. I know I've tried out NASCAR Heat 5, and so far that's pretty good. I had no problems with that yet. Next
new NASCAR game is supposed to look promising because it's supposed to be same company but new people working for them. The new engine, little bit new graphics and stuff, and just the feel of the game is. I'm hearing it's supposed to be better, like definitely improvement. But yeah, I mean Heat 5 is still good. Obviously it still looks the same as Heat 4, but Heat 5, it's still a good time, especially when I play with my viewers. I usually play Heat 5 only with my viewers, like if I'm racing online or something like that with my friends. I only play that game, either playing it with my friends or just playing with my viewers when I do live streams or something like that. But good time. So Heat 5.
Yeah. And I'm still, and once Crash 4 is done downloading, I will be giving that game a try.
Oh God, see, I think that's the first time I yawned in this podcast. Unbelievable. Aww. I tried to go a whole podcast without yawning, and that just did not work out. By the way, I cannot see the viewfinder because of the light in the way, like on the camera. Is it still looking good?
Yeah, it's still good.
Okay, just want to make sure. Even the lighting from the viewfinder
is
good? Okay. Just want to make sure because, so we have one of these ring lights that's lighting up over here. Of course, we have the ceiling light. The windows is helping brighten up the room a bit and stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Whatever. So, yeah.
I think there's some more games that are already been out or that are coming out that I might like to try though. But oh God, I honestly don't know yet because
you don't know. Wait, you haven't been looking up what games are coming out or what games already been out? What? But you want to give them a try.
Well, whatever I can find that might interest me, then I'll give it a try. What in the world is that for?
Just because you're just being a pain right now, which I am anyway. So, look at my feet.
That's gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, your feet are horrifying to look at. You stupid.
What? I need that sandal back, by the way.
Then get it. Oh shoot!
My foot can't reach there. Whatever. I'll just not worry about it. Oh, no,
I can't reach it either.
Whatever. Anyways, this show's weird sometimes. But that's okay because I don't.
Hey, that's what makes it fun.
I don't want it to be boring for the viewers,
exactly,
and for them to fall asleep like you are. Anyways, so yeah, because obviously, again, Heat 5, I'll play every now and then, like with my viewers or with my friends.
I don't even know why I'm touching.
What
this. That's gross.
You could have let me put my foot up first.
Oh well.
Now I can't reach the. Screw it. Thanks, Zach. Did your leg or foot crack? I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up, but that was a loud pop. Anyways, where were we? We talked about Heat 5. We talked about, like I said, I play with my friends or viewers, blah, blah, blah. Have you tried Among Us?
Among Us? No, I have not.
That's a fun game.
Okay, then I should download it and give it a try.
It's fun when you're playing with friends. And I'm about to play with my viewers tonight.
I've heard about it. I've seen pictures of it.
Have you seen videos of it like that? Just to get an idea what you're supposed to do?
I've only seen a little bit so far.
Well, I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to take a look at them and stuff, just to get an idea what the game's like. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's a lot of fun when you're playing with viewers, with your viewers. And so it came out almost a couple months ago, and at first I'm like, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. One day I'm like, well, I see a lot of people playing it, so I'm like, all right, it's kind of like a Fortnite thing, you know? It's like, you see a lot of people playing it. You didn't want to get into it at first, but then it's like, you know what? I'll get into it. I'll see what it's like, and let's see if I enjoy it. No, Among Us is a lot of fun.
So you glad you tried it?
Oh yeah, I'm glad I tried it. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of fun when you're playing with viewers. Obviously, when you're playing with people. Of course, if for those that doesn't understand what Among Us is, so pretty much there's only 3 maps available, but pretty much you could play up to about 10 players in a lobby. So you have crewmates, and then you have the imposters, and you can select up to either 1 or 2 or 3 imposters. Okay, so let's say, for example, you want to have 2 imposters in a game, then there will be 8 crewmates. So the crewmates try to go around the map and do all these tasks and complete all the tasks. But of course, on the loose is imposters out there that think they're your crewmates, but they're really not. They're your imposters. So they're trying to go around trying to do these fake tasks, pretend that they're doing these tasks, and then when they try to find the right opportunity when no one else is around and stuff, you try to kill your own crewmates. And so to avoid not being caught, you want to make sure none of your other crewmates are around, so you can kill one of the crewmates and then either run away or try to, every now and then they got like these vents like across all over the map, like you can hide in and stuff. And if another crewmate finds the dead body, they get to report it. All of a sudden, this meeting happens with the other crewmates, and you're trying to figure out who the imposters are. You can either vote to skip out on not trying to rule anybody out, or you can try to rule out a crewmate, like if you think you know who it is. And you could try, and hopefully maybe you have some evidence and stuff on knowing who it might be. And if not, you just skip out. You keep on playing until either the crewmates finish all their tasks or all the crewmates are dead and the imposters win and stuff. So it's a fun game. It's enjoyable. Like I said, you gotta have to check it out.
Right.
I would watch some videos first just so you get an understanding what the game is like.
Right.
And so then once you start playing it, you'll be like, okay, I know what I'm doing and stuff. So yeah. It's a fun game. I recommend giving it a try, Zach, if you want,
right?
Because it's a lot of fun. Let's see. We'll probably do this for another few minutes, and then we'll head on out of here. But let's see. Yeah, what we talked about. We talked about wanting to get back to the old days, try to record content together. Yeah. Hopefully Monday.
Then maybe at some point, maybe we could make at least challenge videos every once in a while.
Yeah, we talked about challenge videos. I mean, we'll see.
You know what?
We definitely want to get back to like recording gaming videos together, like we used to do, because we haven't done that in so long, and we want to do that. But we talked about doing challenge videos together. I gotta think of some ideas though of what we can do.
I thought of one idea, and I think a lot of people will really like it. Weird food combination video.
I've seen those videos, and man, some of it looks all right, and then some of it looks absolutely disgusting, like I want to puke. You really want to get me sick?
I mean, well.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever. But yeah. Get back to gaming videos. Maybe we'll do challenge videos. Definitely try to get back to doing Joseph vs. Zachary. Yeah. I talked about my stupid Jeep Gladiator story. We answered some fan questions. We talked about other games and stuff.
Wasn't there another story you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah, real quick. Okay, so I went to Talladega a couple weeks ago for NASCAR. So, obviously, because of COVID, if you're not in your seats, you have to wear your mask.
Right.
because that's required. But once you get into the grandstands, once you get to your seats, you could take off your mask and stuff. But if you get up to go anywhere, you have to put your mask.
Sorry.
If you get up to go anywhere at your seats, you have to put the mask back on if you're going somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but that's not the point of the story. So it was during the race, and of course, it was me, Kim, and Bob, right? Kimberly is our niece, and then Bob is our older brother. And then, of course, some of my friends were at the race as well. They sat in front of us, like the next row down in front of us. So it was in the middle of the race, and this was with like 4 to 5 laps to go in like stage 1. And, of course, all the fans of the grandstands, it's getting exciting because it's the end of the stage. The racing is going to be intense and stuff. Well, we're all just so excited. And, of course, our seats were in the first row of the section, like,
Right.
and because we sat in the higher seats, in the higher grandstand seats. And, so we were in the first row in the higher grandstand seats. So we're like standing up, just cheering, excited, just the adrenaline's there because the racing is exciting at the end of the stage. All of a sudden, one of the one of the security people came at us and said, "Oh yeah, you can't be standing up and cheering.
Oh,
You can't be standing up cheering, be excited." I'm like,
when did that become a thing?
everybody else in the stand seems to be doing it. Like, the people behind us are doing it. When did that become a rule where we have to stay seated and stuff?
Exactly.
It's Talladega. If it was like New Hampshire or Texas or tracks like that, it's like, oh, there's not much excitement. But like Talladega, it's 4 to 5 laps to go in stage 1, and the adrenaline's picking up on the racetrack, the excitement, and all of a sudden people in the grandstands are cheering, they're excited, they're standing up, jumping up and down, screaming, and then you have one of these people like, we need you to stay in your seats. And stuff. I'm like, we're just cheering. We're being race fans. I've never once in my life ever gone to a NASCAR race being told to sit down because you're cheering and you're excited. Like, what? And so what happened was afterwards, because we're like all pissed off about it, because it's like, we paid to be here. We paid to enjoy our time and stuff. What are we doing wrong by standing up and cheering?
Exactly. I mean, I wonder, that now gets me to wonder if people do that with other things too, other than just NASCAR.
No, like I said, never in many times I've been to NASCAR races that's ever happened to me. Well, I've seen that happen. So what happened was later on, I guess me and a few of our friends posted about it on Twitter. And about 20 minutes afterwards, the actual Talladega Superspeedway Twitter account reached out to us. And we're like, oh crap, this is awesome. Apparently they found out what happened and stuff. And they're like, hey, don't worry about it. You didn't do anything wrong. Have a good time. If you want to stand up and cheer and be excited, you do that and stuff. And then later on, then their security guard came in to explain, just to try to handle the situation again. Nice guy then, but it's like, the guy's telling us that no clue what they're doing. Who gets told to just sit down because you're cheering and you're too excited?
Exactly.
What ain't that what the part of sports is supposed to be like?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
And it's not like we're blocking anybody's view and stuff. We're like in the very front row, like down in, of course, the seats are like this. So they're higher and higher and higher,
Right.
and stuff. They can look down, they can see fine. And of course, they got people spread out because of COVID, separated.
Oh,
so
exactly.
Like, you could see fine. What the crap?
I know.
And like, we were pissed off about that. And it's like, but it was just so cool that Talladega Superspeedway reached out and said, hey, we apologize pretty much about what happened. You guys, don't worry about it. Have a good time. And we had a good time for the rest of that. Don't hold your chin there. Oh, and because you also breathe on it, it's going to pick up your breathing on there. Oh my God, Zach, you immature. Unbelievable, this guy. Is there anything else you have in mind, Zach?
Okay.
We're just gonna end this podcast. I was just gonna ask him for any final thoughts or anything else you want to talk about before we
That was my final thought.
Anyways, we're gonna end this podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Lombard Podcast, episode number 4. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy this podcast, click that like button below to show support of this episode of the Lombard Podcast. And of course, again, shut up. Again, guys, do me a favor. If you guys want to keep watching more videos, be excited about any new uploads coming up on this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so you don't have to miss another video. Do the same thing for Zach's channel, Magnum05. His channel is in the link in the description below. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on his channel as well so you don't have to miss another of his videos. And of course, one last time, again, if you guys have any questions for us, either for me or for Zach or for the both of us, feel free to go in the comment section below, ask questions. Ask only one question, though. Don't ask questions. One question, ask a question. And who knows, maybe your question could be featured in episode 5 of the podcast. So thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast. Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. N2SC4, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum05. And we will see you next time on episode 5 of the Lombard Podcast.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Go away.